Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another install video here. So first off, we're doing the inside fender first here. We're trying to remove all these rivets from in there. I've already had to do that in the past because of the fog lights, so those were pretty simple. I just got those, pulled these other rivets that I had put in there, pulled them out, no problem. The one that is bothering me now is this guy right here, the factory one. Man, those suckers are hard to pull out. I want to say, I think last time maybe I drilled it out, and I think I'm going to have to do it again. Trying to pull it out, but there's no way. I've seen other videos of people trying to stick a little pin through there and push it up. And so, I had this little pin here, and I was going to try to push it up in here. And for the life of me, I can't get this thing to go in. So I'm going to have to resort to using the drill here. Small little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and just drill it in. Last time I did this upgrade, I went ahead and I went in from underneath, jacked the car up. After watching a few videos, I think it's going to be easier just to remove the whole front bumper. So yeah guys, I'll come back with you guys right now. Let me just try to figure out how to get this screw off here. All right guys, after a little bit of trial and error, wound up breaking the bit. The good thing is that I was able to retract the piece that busted, use this piece now, and I'm actually just pounding it in. You're able to hit it up, and yeah, that right there should give you enough leverage for it to push out. I haven't tried pulling it back out, but yeah, it is going in as I hit it. Be right back. All right guys, so I went ahead, I was able to pry it out actually. So I was able to get that screw in there, or little metal piece, far in there enough to give it a little bit of leverage to pull it out. And I don't have the good pry tool, I have these weak little plastic ones, but it went in through the back right there. I was able to get enough, resistance on it and pressure to pop that sucker out. So as you can see, it came out intact. So that needle still needs to go in further to pop this completely out. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it up on the other side, and hopefully I'll have better luck. I gotta say, this probably took me about maybe 10-15 minutes trying to figure out how to yank this one out. But it's gonna make it so much easier. It's gonna give me access to the screw that we need to get. Show that to you guys right now in a little bit. Hey guys, all right, so I've made it inside the wheel well. You're gonna have to get that bolt off right there. So it's a 10mm bolt. In all the other videos that I watched, it's simple 10mm. Well, come to find out, you need a deep socket 10mm to pull that off. So I just burned the last bit of sunlight hunting down a deep socket 10mm for my ratchet. So I got it. Hopefully we can go ahead and pull this out now so I can show you guys how to remove the front. All right guys, this is the right side, passenger side. So we took out the 4 rivets that were holding that out. You do have a screw back here. You see that guy right there? You're gonna have to undo that one as well. You do have to get, this is the one from the other side that was giving us problem. You do need to get this rivet out here. It was a pain in the butt last time to do it, but we'll have to get this one out. The only reason is because your other screw sits right about here that you're gonna have to get into. So yeah, let's drill this one out. All right guys, so once you guys got it in there, push as hard as you can up against there and get it in there slowly. And slowly gonna start coming down. Just keep messing with it. It's gonna get loose enough that you'll be able to pry it from the back and pull it out and tug it out. All right guys, so it's a little bit looser if you can see. Sorry, the lighting's pretty bad, but see, so it's coming out. You can see that it's wobbly, it's loose. You just need to keep messing with it, keep fiddling with it. It will come out. Don't let it beat you. Don't let it stress you out. Give it a couple good tugs. You may have to get back in there with the drill again. It's gonna come out. All right guys, you can see that this rivet completely got destroyed. Was able to stick the drill bit all the way through, so that should be right about it. There we go, you see it? There we go, it's coming out. I'm telling you, it's a pain in the, you know what, to get these suckers out. Probably need the other hand, but yeah, it's on its way out. All right guys, so we're gonna have to remove that bolt right there. And there, that other one up on top. All right guys, so you're gonna have to get in right underneath the hood. You're gonna have to pull off little plastic pieces that you got up on top holding it on here. these guys off. That one off. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out these rivets that are holding it in. You see, it's holding this black piece. So you got the 1, 2, you got 3. Let's pull out this side over here. Okay. Suppose it's another 3. 1, 2, and 3.
You know what,
all right, guys, looks like I got everything out. Now this is kind of what I've been hesitating, because man, this is kind of scary, but okay, there you go. So I guess this is gonna come out. I'm gonna have to start wiggling it up from the top. Let's see. Huh. All right, guys, give me a second here. Let me see how to do this. I'll come back, explain a little bit better. And all right, guys, so you do have to pry a little. It is kind of forceful to pull out a tad bit, but as you can see, the screws are there. This is where the little plastic grommets go in to align it all. So it's off. I just need to jump to the other side here. Let's try to get this side off. Be right back. All right, guys, as you see, the front did come off. Man, there was a struggle though, and I actually busted this little piece. This is the little piece that goes in right here. So now when I put it back, it's just gonna have to hang on by the screws. I guess these are just like guiding points, but if you see, yeah, I busted that thing off of right here. And I don't know, the car's a 2015, you know, I guess maybe things get a little bit old, brittle. So now when I put it back in, you know, it's gonna be snug by this and by this, and by the other screw at the bottom. So yeah, if you guys ever wanted to see what the inside part looks like, sorry about the foam there. So last time I did this, you have to jump in through the bottom, and you have to remove all these little screws right here. And this is what's gonna separate your old bumper right here, all those tiny little screws. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go do right now. Get all those little screws off so we can put the new Scat Pack one on. Only difference is that it's gonna fill up here. You know, so like this little pin right here, this is what attaches your bumper. You can pry that, pop that sucker out. You know, you do it to the other side. But yeah, guys, I was really scared to pop that thing off actually. And I mean, I know I busted that one piece, but I really hope that I'm able to save some time by pulling this off and get this piece in tonight. I mean, been waiting to do this for years, months, so yeah, pretty excited. Let me start working on these screws right here. Pretty sure it's a 7mm. I'll let you know when I come back. Let me undo them, show you how to remove the bumper. Yo, what up, guys? All right, so I'm back. I went ahead and removed all these little screws here. Grand total, we got 8, and then we got the 2 little clips that held this on right here. So if you notice, this is gonna start detaching right there. Look at this. This is already pulled. See? And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these little clips here, these little metal clips. These all have these clips, so this will allow the bumper to come off. See, they're gonna pull these things off. That way, this comes out. This will push on through. See that? It's already sliding through. Very simple, very simple. A lot easier than when you have the car jacked up. You're underneath the car trying to work with your hands up here while you're laying on your back. Makes it very difficult. So the last time I did this, when you're on the bottom, you're gonna have to break these off. These were also riveted in. You know, I think it has, I don't know, I may have the 3, but I know for sure it had these 2. And yeah, so this is my handy dandy work from last time when I came in and I just didn't reattach it right. I knew I was going to come back in here at some point, so I went ahead and left it like that. This is the time that I need to come fix this though. But then again, guys, just remember, you guys are going to encounter this problem. If you lift up the car, jack it up, you're going to have to remove these rivets. Okay. So yeah, you just need to pry these all off right here. Expose them so that way the lip comes out. Okay, see? And that's going to start pushing out. It's very simple, a lot simpler, I think, than prying, jacking up the car, getting it all up in the air, having to work from the bottom of the car, laying on your back. This to me just seems so much simpler. First time around also, if you notice, there are some screws here on the back end. I did mess up. You know, I popped this one. This one's busted, so I don't have a screw there anymore. Luckily, I got these screws. You know, I got the top screws. Well, actually, this is one of the ones that I ordered the replacement for. That's the other replacement. And then I have the last one over here. So that's what's holding up my lower grill. You know, so with one being gone, I mean, kind of hurts, but it's not going to drop out. So yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited. I found this super simple, a lot easier than the other method. Give me a few seconds. Let me show you how it looks with the bumper off. All right, guys, I wanted to show you something really quick before I continue on, before I pull off that lip. So I got this bag here, just all sorts of little clips, and I think I ordered it off of eBay or something. But that's what I'm gonna go ahead and use here to connect these guys back together. I mean, see, they fit the holes. I know, you guys, it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be OEM anymore, but you know what? They're aligned, they're gonna stay in place, and yeah, so this is gonna work. Check it out. Pretty simple. You just pop it on in, push it down, and there you go. It's back on board, nice and tight. Cool, guys. Just wanted to show you that. All right, guys, so here we go. So see, just like this, it's gonna start pushing away. It's a lot easier if you have two people, because see, you need to start pushing it out, and it glides right off. All right, guys, I'm back. So I started taking it off, and I was wondering, like, why won't it come off there? Okay, so I creep around this corner here, and I guess I missed these. So this brings me back to something from my first experience trying to remove the grill. So I don't know if you can see it, but there is a screw right here. There's a screw on the opposite end. It's right here by this black wire. I don't know if you can see it there. But, so it leads me back to this. This is how this got busted and some of these screws got lost. So I'm gonna have to remove this from the front end. That's gonna allow me access to get these screws, okay, from the front. So I'll show you what that looks like right now. All right, guys, so I stand corrected. You don't have to remove actually that front grill, but you will have to remove, if you do have the 3 tabs that I'm talking about, and they're gonna look like this. You know, they're more rivets. I don't know why I keep saying tabs, but yeah, so you'll have 3 more of these here. You're gonna have to bust them out. So what happens here is that this is gonna come loose. Let me show you on this side. This one's already loose. So you're gonna have to unnotch it from here. It's got that little notch right there. But anyways, they'll pull this back far enough so that you can now come in here and grab this screw. It's still gonna be pretty tight. I don't know that you're gonna do it with a socket wrench. Let's see. You may have to wind up getting a regular wrench. Yeah, see, that's not gonna fit. Okay, so we may have to just get a regular wrench. But regardless, you weren't gonna be able to get it from the front, like I had initially said. If you try to come in through here, and I'm sorry, that's probably not the best view, but you're not gonna be able to see it. You're not gonna be able to get access to it. All right, guys, so once you get here, you're able to pull off maybe like the first 3 tabs. But then what happens is that you are greeted by these tabs that are holding up the front bumper. So you got that one, and I think so that's 1, 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's another one, I think, back under there. Yeah, right at the turn. So what I've been doing, the way I was able to get this first one out, where is it? Over here. So I just took this pry tool, and then you gotta like shove it in there as hard as you possibly can. That thing's gonna fight with you, but you're gonna have to do that for each clip. It's gonna have to be done. It's a bit tedious, but hey man, you want the fat lip on the car, it's gonna be well worth it. Be back at you. All right, guys, as you can see, some progress is made. That one's out. Working on these next ones over here. This one's pretty much out. And this is pretty tough. I don't know how I did it last time from underneath, but even up top right now, I'm having a very hard time to do it. So what I'm doing is I'm using this small screwdriver and I'm trying to pry it up just a little bit. And once I have this pried in there and up, I'm smacking it out, you know, with the back end, the little ratchet right here, just pushing it out. So I still have 1, 2, 3, like 4 more to go. Not gonna lie, it's a bit tedious, but hey, it's worth it. All right, guys, there she is. She's off. So back over here, I already did put back on the Scat Pack one just because I didn't want to leave it just sitting bare on the floor. So, but I got to reconstruct it, as you can see. So these, just the same way you pulled it off and you had to fight with them to struggle to get them out, you're gonna fight to struggle to get them in. It's gonna be a struggle, but hey, I mean, it's all worth it. And it looks great. You can already see the difference. This is gonna go up here. It's gonna have that nice look to it right there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna come back in. These obviously go in last. Those were the first to come out. We gotta start right here, right in the middle, right with these guys. Get everything back connected. Like I said, you're gonna have to use a little force. It's not gonna be easy. You may have to use that screwdriver again. Whatever it takes to get it in. But hey, half the job's already there. All right, guys, progress is going on well. Make sure that all these align. Make sure that they all stay on top. I had an issue right now with this one right here. Don't want to come in right. You have to kind of pry it up a little bit with the screwdriver. And yeah, these other tabs right here are about to go in. So you can see, you know, you gotta work with them. You'll hear it snap, you know, snap on. Yeah, like I said, you gotta be a little forceful with it. But it will go back on. This side's all pretty much set. The same thing, and check it out, guys. Fits perfectly. It's aligned, all the holes aligned. So yeah, looking good. Come back right now, give you a follow-up. All right, guys, so here comes, you know, the reverse part. Time to put in all your screws. Make sure that you put in your tabs. They're gonna be sticking out like this a little bit. You're gonna have to, you know, tuck it up a little bit, pull it back out. Make sure that you get your tabs in there. Get your tabs in there, get your screws aligned properly. It's all gonna fit. Like I said, I mean, it's a lot easier if you have help. Right now I'm trying to do everything by myself, and the help of this wall right behind me here and my little pillow so I don't damage anything. But yeah, make sure that you get all your screws back in, align everything, just revert the process. Man, it looks dope. I flipped it around right now really quick. I'll give you guys a shot once all these screws are in, just so I'm not scratching up anything. And I wish I would have got the right part last year. All right, guys, so the lip's on. I'm gonna add that bottom grill back on. So as you can see, Scat Pack lip, baby. Looks good. Love the way it looks. So yeah, let me just put on the grill. I'm gonna show you how these guys go in. You know, I've never ever seen how these things go in. It took me a minute to find out. I'll show you guys how these little fill-ins, air duct, little things, whatever, side filters, show you how they fit. Got the other one right there. So what kept the other 2 screws from falling off once I noticed that the other 2 had fallen off was this Loctite, this thread locker right here. I would guarantee it almost a must to put this back in when you put in with your screw, just to make sure that they stay on there, they don't fall out. It would be a bummer to have these fall, your lower grill fall off. You're driving around with no grill. All right, guys, so we just added the lower grill back. Make sure that you guys reconnect this. Don't forget that you guys have taken out these rivets. I'm just using, you know, just these little push pins right here.